Okay, live video is now starting, but I really wish that they would give us an easy way uh, to to share stuff here. Anyway, we'll keep working on that. It's not cross post to most pages. It's literally I'm literally just sharing links here. Anyway, let's do that really quickly before we begin. So okay, yeah, just slightly bear with me on this, but this should be really quick. Share to a group. And share to a group. And share to not these groups, but this group. And finally, share to one last group. And here we go. Also, yeah, comments. Streamlabs and Facebook are it's kind of borked ever since they did the update, but that's another issue. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to another episode Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing yet another draft of Dominaria United. If you haven't noticed what I said in the intro, there is a mix-up sealed event. If you will get a free entry if you play in day 1 of the Arena Open, so that's nice. However, you spend 5,000 gold, you get a measly 25 XP. It doesn't even encourage you to play your sealed pool more than once. So it says, yeah, or entering day 1 of the Arena Open, it wants you to spend more money just to, and this is basically like a mini incentive. So I honestly feel like they're better off just giving this exclusively to those, because it's really a disservice to make people pay 5,000 gold for this. Anyway, we are getting the stream right now, and let's see how things are. Again, comments are kind of borked here, but we do have a decent start with Lanor Green Widow. This does put us in the domain deck. I've had very little success with the domain deck, to be honest. I generally much prefer to be white X right now. But that said, it is worth a shot. Let's see what are the cards that we kind of... Okay, we probably will not get Shield Dread's Restoration, though. That would be nice. Tribute to Orborg would be nice. Death Bloom Gardener, it helps us fix our colors, but it does not help us with our domain. So... But that said, this is still a 4-3 for Reach Trample. The tree toughness, kind of a disadvantage in a Lightning Strike environment, but then again, there's Destroy Evil, so we take our wins as we go along. We got the Balduvian Atrocity, which encourages us to go into Green X, go into Domain in a sense. It's a good way to get stuff back. And it's Sacrifice, not Exile. There's an Elvish Hydromancer. If it was kick, create a cut, which is a decent effect. It's also at least keeps us in green still. We're not really going to kick this that often, but when we do kick it, it's quite good. Otherwise, it's pretty much Tribute to Urborg, which is solid. It's removal. There are 2 ways to go around the domain. It's either we just keep going over the top, or we actually have removal. I think we can try going over the top for once. Note also we passed the Talarian Terror. That might be an issue. Oh, there's a Captain's Call, so we do have that option. Soaring Drake 2-3 for Flyers is kind of decent. It does solidify as green-blue. Pixie Illusionist kind of helps in Domain. It's a cheap 1/1, so that's an effect. There's a Talarian Geyser also. You know what? We'll take the Illusionist for now. Just as an experiment. Okay, we really should take Extinguish the Light here. It's much better than any of our green cards. It's probably not as great as... Well, no, it's better than most of our blue cards. Maybe not... We will take the Extinguish because it's one solid piece of removal. It does put us in double black. That's a problem. Strength, Coalition, okay. Rona, Shieldred's Faithful. You may... we're not that deck. Though discarding this one is fine, maybe not this one. There is the Floriferous Vine Wall. We could go into Defenders because we're kind of all over the place right now. It's probably better than Branch Rider at this point. Yeah, we'll take the Vine Wall. We should also start taking lands like these too. Although there is a Bog Badger. Enters the creatures you control gain menace. It's a 3/3 for 3, which is solid. Otherwise, I'm taking Shore Up. One of these two. Also, I have. I'm unfortunately gonna have a hard time viewing comments because Streamlabs is kind of borked. If you really want to call my attention to something, yeah, we'll take the Bog Badger here. Green red, though we're not. Blue red. We probably should start looking for some red cards, maybe. We're definitely more likely to run green. We can easily cut the blue here, so we can easily cut the blue here. Like we're only like it's just kicker. It does leave us with a bunch of vanilla creatures, which is really sad though. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, at least I can view comments here. No comments quite yet, but that's fine. At least do throw a like if you so I can greet you. At least give acknowledgement to those who are watching. Okay. The White X deck is relatively open. We did pass a good number of black cards. Really don't want to run Haunted Figment. We might run the Vivisector. Yeah, we could run the Vivisector. It's green black self mill is a thing, so that is something we can do. Also, we might want to prioritize black and start looking for particular defenders. The Life Loss Defender is a good one, but also the sack a creature card draw defender is fine as well. Some bunch of things to look forward to. So we did get Shieldred's Restoration. There is a Radiant Grove. There is Voda, which does fit well with that domain. Though I might rather just take Radiant Grove here because I'm not even so convinced with blue. Yeah, we'll take the Radiant Grove here right now. We will definitely take the Aquifer here over any of these. These cards rotate wheel. Wow. But we're definitely so no one's really into black. We'll keep that in mind, but we're definitely taking. We're gonna take a lot of lands here. Okay, now we can probably take the Snare Spinner. It's weak, I'll admit it, but Furious Bellow. What gives? And a Hammerhand. We got a Defiler of Instinct, just not many red permanents. But do we have any better options here? Actually, there is. Bortok Bone Rattle is kind of the marquee card for this. Yeah, we're passing Defiler, but we're nowhere near running it. It's a shame. We'll have to take Bortok here. And we might not. Well, we do get a Sunbathing Rootwalla, which is kind of what we want. Colossal Growth is a thing. Fog Badger is also a thing. Frostfin Strider. This is actually quite good. But the problem is I'm still not convinced with blue right now. Barkweave Crusher. Yeah, I'm more likely to run Talus Lookout, but reveal. Maybe we can get this to wheel. I would like to have a free rare. That said, Hero's Heirloom, fine. I think I'll take Braid's Frightful Return here. So yeah, we're probably not gonna run the blue so much, though it's still looking good. We can still run it as a kick. We could still run as kicker fodder. So likewise with the Borg Repossession. Which I rather have Vine Shaper Prodigy. Not really. We have quite a good number of 2-drop creatures. We do have white, but we don't quite need it. I think I would actually rather have the Hexblade Tortoise. Or the Shore Up. Nah, I'm taking the Tortoise. Okay, Joint Explorations probably fit. Chaotic Transformation, exile For each permanent exiled this way, so he can shares a type with it. We have to be responsible. We have to take the bite down. That's literally our only piece of removal right now. Another Vine Wall, not quite in the market for that. I might have to take the Salvage Mana Worker, as bad as it is. I could also just take Tattered Apparition. It's a flyer. It's fine. And we're willing to run double black anyway for Extinguish. Yeah, so we're kind of going green-black. Not exactly the most solid of deck choices right now. We are in the lookout for more domain payoffs. We are kind of lacking on those. I might have to take an Elfheim Worm practically because of that. It's not bad. It's just sad. Not quite great. Hello? If you can still hear something, that's about it. Well, it could just be busy. Cause if yeah, ilay nga. Oh. Yeah, probably she should come over and let me see it. Yeah. No, she was here a while ago, but she didn't show me anything. Okay, sige. Okay, yeah, she's here now. I'm gonna take a look at it, sige. No, your phone is fine. Puto na si Boy Kadit talaga. Oh wait, no, you have oh, you're on hold. There, di lo. Oh. Take the Talus look. Abo, PC na chi ka di. Okay lang. And di mang ani dito chassis count like. Oh. Okay lang. Bo count naman. Sige, di ka hoy. Okay, looking like ours. We're not getting paid off in rares today. Let's see if we can try to find a way to win. Okay, most likely taking the other bite down. Okay, sige. Eerie Soul Tender, not so much. We really need the bite down. Yeah, we're just giving away rares. We're not really getting any good stuff. That's a bit of a sad point here. Colossal Groot. We could take this as our rare, just more like a consolation prize. Not really interested in any of these other cards. Yeah, we're taking a consolation prize here. We're taking the Trend Portal. Though we probably might want to reconsider that red splash already because there is a nail. This is also a domain payoff. Yeah, we should take this one. Actually, I missed the Maria a while ago. That was also a good one. Oh, but we are getting paid off in removal now. There's a Yavimaya Sojourner, but we should... Let's see. Our removal is 1 Extinguish the Light and 2 Bite Downs. I kind of want to cut down... This is just a vanilla 4/6 for the most part. Yeah, we'll take the cut down first. Hello? Okay, okay na? Hello. Di kaulaki naman. Oh. What do you mean? Okay, we're taking the Rager here. Huh? I don't know, but if you hang it up, it should be fine. No, she put you on hold. She didn't hang up, so that's why you wouldn't know the difference. Oh. Anyway, troubleshooting. It's kind of a nightmare, but that's how it is. So yeah, blue black. We are I do. Oh well, we did get the Yavimaya Sojourner again, so that's pretty much a good fit. We do. If it'll be a miracle if I could get the Haunted Mire, that would be nice. I might want to run the Tributaries also. Also, we probably should run the Bone Splinters as well. That's a responsible. You have to be a bit responsible there. 4/1 drops, probably don't need all 4. Yeah, Voda is something to consider. We don't have any of these. Would I rather have Eerie Soul Tender? No, I think I would even rather have Voda at this point, but not impressed with either. Neither am I impressed with the Barkweave Crusher. I might actually prefer the Toxic Abomination. It's a bad top deck, I'll be honest, but it's probably better in some senses. Vanquisher's Axe. I guess we could take one Atrocity. We do have a red splash. I know. Okay. Probably don't want to run more than one of these. I'm gonna just take another. I'm gonna take a bunch of other stuff. Wow, we might have big mana problems. I don't expect this to be a very good draft for us. But we do have to make some. We have to make quite a few adjustments here. We definitely have a blue splash. We kind of have a red splash. Okay, let's start with our blue splash. There you go. I am inclined to just run all of these. Transportal is a bit of a debate here, but something to keep in mind. What are our? We have Atrocity and Colossal Growth. So, but Gaius Might is also domain based, so that's fine. We'd rather keep that one. Repossession's fine. Vivisect. Okay, so we should also pay attention to our color curve as well. We could try going for heavy black, because right now we're heavy green, but not so much, and though our colors are kind of split evenly here. We do need to make some cuts too, though. So definitely one creature, 2 non-creature cards. So Heirloom goes. We only have that one's an easy cut. Our removal. Braid's frightful return. I actually might want to cut this one. Yeah, it's fine, but not so great. And then we need to cut one of our tree. No, we cut the Tattered Apparition. That one forces us into a lot of heavy black, and we kind of want to avoid that. So that said, this is our mana mix. I am very concerned. I'm also concerned I'm running a Transportal. So this is not exactly a very good draft, I'll be honest. Like we have one card that splashes red for kicker. One card that splashes green for, well, technically 2 cards that splash for green. One is for kicker. I could add a Colossal Growth to justify, but we already have Gaia's Might, and it might get there. Might get us there. We'll give this one a shot. How good is this? I am honestly crossing my fingers here. I don't feel that confident. Most of all the drafts I've done, the really good ones have always been white X. Like I found my success in white, mostly mono white, splashing black, and maybe splashing an additional color. Those have been my successful drafts. This one is a bit out of my comfort zone. We do hit our colors though, and we do have turn 2 Root Wall and to turn 3 Rager. So this is we are definitely keeping this. We even have the double black for Extinguish when we get there. And we have the option to Sentry or Extinguish, so I'm actually liking my chances here better. Samite Herbalist. I am gonna offer the trade. If our opponent blocks, that's kind of fine, because we're probably just playing Rager anyway. Draw a card into the Widow, which is good. Now the reason I was willing to take the trade is this generates a lot of incidental advantage. Ooh, gains indestructible. So probably just play sentry. I could force our opponent to start discarding cards, but that's probably not going to be it. Like, I could swing, our opponent discards, I cast Extinguish the Light, our opponent discards again, but we need our opponent to kind of empty out. This is, yeah, very solid rare. It's a good reason for us to offer the trade. Opponent, on the other hand, is not taking it, so we'll play the wall. And it also helps that we drew the forest, so we can hit that way. We also hit... We got our 4 colors anyway, so we don't exactly need Contaminated Aquifer. I am able to swing with the sentry though maybe I should not have cast this. It would have allowed me to hold up Extinguish the Light. Though it looks like our opponent does have a trick of some sort. I am willing to trade the Rager for a card in their hand. Just opponent stalling for time, okay. That does mean we're safe to cast Green Widow. Our actual plan is probably to take out whatever creature the Guardian could enlist. It's more likely to be bigger than the Guardian itself. It's probably going to be a Defender, which would be annoying, given the colors that we're looking at. Also annoying that we're kind of flooded right now, even after sniping a land off the wall. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to trade a card. We should also try to punish our opponent for missing their land drop as well. Can we make them discard? We could make them discard 2 cards. We will still gain 3 life, so at least we're clearing. Because eventually the cards our opponents are discarding is gonna be a problem. Okay, we made them discard another piece of removal, which is perfect. I'm actually not really that fine with that exchange. It could have been a lot better, but okay, opponent goes Mesa Cavalier. It's gonna start going over the top. We probably don't want to. We will take it actually now. Because we can now just play. Hold on. Now we're willing to give up the wall. Now our opponent already gained their life. This is just a 2/2. This is just 2 damage. So our play now is to encourage our opponent to swing. We did get them to discard one of their big cards here. I will note that the reason why I really like White X is because it's generally super efficient. Also, let's see if this permanent would leave the battlefield. Ah, you only get 1 shot with the Green Widow. Let's keep that in mind. It doesn't matter. Opponent concedes there, so we kind of dodged a bullet on that one. To be honest, that was actually really going very bad for us right now. We kind of flooded a bit there. Reminds me of something, a very interesting strategy. I heard this over at Grubby's stream. I tend to watch a lot of Dota content, small clips nowadays. One thing that was mentioned is that you have to learn when to count losses as near wins, and when to count wins as you were really in danger. you're just fortunate that your opponent threw in the towel. This was one of those cases here. Could we have done anything to improve the deck? Well, card draw would be nice. Unfortunately, a lot of the other cards that we could potentially add are on an off color, and I really don't want to. Even if we're going domain, you really want to avoid the 3-color special. That's why mentally these blue cards are out of the equation. The only cards I would consider would be the Apparition, the Colossal Growth, the Broken Wings. Even the Salvage Mana Worker is considerable. The others, no. I'll give this one another shot. We might consider a black heavy version of the deck because actually no. I think the green heavy version is fine. Most of our beef is in green. And that's really the main power of the domain deck. You need to have that beef. Without that beef, you were better off playing a okay, so we are missing 1 land to make this work. I'm keeping this on the off shot of the cut down. Opponent takes a mulligan, that also helps. We are going to be playing we're basically playing a vanilla creature at this point though. So that is something to keep in mind. If we don't hit our lands, we are in real trouble though. It would be a nice contribution. Help a brother out. We shouldn't expect that many 1-mana 1/1s though. So okay, we're most likely getting ourselves a 3/2, which we could have Bite Down or Gaia's Might access. We should be able to snipe their first 2-drop for the most part. We're not sniping that, but nope, not kicking it anytime soon. But we have to also be careful of how many creatures we kill because this becomes an issue. And then again, we might... Okay. This is actually an instant also, so I probably should just use the cut down instead. Opponent is good. Now I remember someone commenting that Weatherlight Completed is kind of bad because it takes a while to get running. But then again, if you manage to get down turn 2 and you start getting your creatures dying, it is gonna run. Okay, let's see what their follow-up is. Yeah, because we're gonna be giving them another creature. Ooh, we do need to hit other creatures. Does our opponent actually want to counter this? He actually does. Okay. We will swing first. Opponent might just feed it. Yeah, he's gonna feed it. And I'm fine with it. So the negate just saved damage, which is not bad. We still need to have an out for the Weatherlight Completed, although it is a 5/5 flyer, doesn't exactly have... I guess we can Gaia's Might to save us damage. We are missing another green source to do Bite Down Gaia's Might. Opponent has another Soaring Grave. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, so... Return another target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So we don't have a reason to kick this actually. Would I rather bite this down? Honestly, I'd rather bite this down. Yep, we're about to look just to get the 10 damage through. Then now also note that we could even just repossession for 1. We are still... Opponent is hitting all their drops. We probably will have to Gaia's Might one thing just to punch through. Then we have to deal with Weatherlight Completed. It took a while. But we did take out 3 creatures. Now we have to take out the forts. Actually, based on this, I'm willing to trade these. Yeah, this becomes a 5/5. Sure. We probably just go for the repossession. We don't need to kick it because we only have one permanent card right now. And we do have Bone Tusk. Well, it will not get us Maginot Sentry back. It will... Sure. It's a good thing I didn't try to kick it. Opponent didn't kick it either, so there is that. So if our opponent doesn't have another creature, we get lethal. No, they do have another creature. Let's see, do they get greedy and swing? They probably don't. Though now we do have the benefit of Wartalk now. And we'll see how our opponent trades. And Gaius Might did get there. We survived against the Mythic. Well, we also survived against a rare a while ago, but that one was not our merit. This one is definitely our merit. Our opponent will, let's see, doesn't get to put a fire. It will not have 7 or more Phyresis counters. It would, because it left the battlefield with 4 and you're not able to put, so our opponent is just gonna have to keep scrying. They might have hit a creature to keep them alive. Griffin Protector. We hit our domain, though. Ooh. This is actually one of the that's the rare case where I actually would have wanted it to return to hand, but yeah, looks like that's game. Actually, there is a way for our opponent to survive. A Captain's Call would buy them time. Nope, that's it. We got there. We even survived against the Weatherlight, so that is a moral victory. We'll take it. Also many thanks to Jericho Ilagan for liking the stream. Yeah, sorry for the late reaction. Man, the game went on for quite a while. Actually, I think you came in on you came in while I was in the first game. So I should have come back to you a lot earlier. Many apologies for that. Yeah, but there we go. That's a bad. We got two wins, right? Good start, but still very concerned that we might not be doing very well. I'm actually more concerned about my Pokemon right now. It's like by the time I wake up tomorrow, it's gonna be 9 days left, and okay. So turn 2, we got turn 2 wall here. Knock on wood, we can get turn 3s and maybe into a turn 4 maybe. I'm only keeping this literally because of the wall and also because we have Aquifer turn 1. Is our opponent deciding whether to play the 1/1 flyer? Well, that is a strategy. I probably would play it if I have if I don't have any long-term plans. And even then, the long-term plan is just to add 2 +1/+1 counters by turn 5. No. That actually depends. You might also be the aggro deck as well. You might also be the domain deck. No, opponent decides to play it. So we will be taking some beats. We did hit our 3rd land anyway, so that's good. it gives us an excuse to actually hold back the Hydromancer, though this is very expensive to kick. So we'll hit a Radiant Grove, but that one can wait because we don't exactly have a domain payoff for that. 3, 4. It's a shame we're dropping these. In for a penny, in for a pound, but these ETB taps are a real cost. We have to keep that in mind. Like right now, I am definitely okay. Point goes Rager. I'm definitely casting Bog Badger. Then next turn, if I don't hit an untapped land, I will probably start playing these off. Though Ridge into Rootwalla is not the worst. I could also likewise Ridge into Bite Down. This doesn't have menace per se, it's just a vanilla tree, but it is good enough against the Rager at least. So we have that battle plan right there. Come on. Opponent plays the Raven Man. I am not gonna wait for... Well, we did hit a cut down, so that is an option. Wait. I am going to offer the Bog Badger. See if our opponent is willing to... No. And I'm most likely going to end up trading the wall if our opponent swings with Rager. Splatter Goblin. Okay. Could I just take the tree? No. We block with this one. The opponent swinging now means that they are missing drops. So we have Hydromancer Bite Down. We have Sentry as a plan also. I am inclined to swing with both. Leave... Oh, it doesn't protect this one. Okay, that actually works. And I'm actually fine with that because I have a replacement. And it even eats the Illusionist, so... Our opponent could have like an Extinguish the Light. They have the mana for it now. No, it's Rona, Shieldred's Faithful. We can eat that. But no, but I definitely don't want to swing with this. Oh, I can actually swing with the Sentry. I forgot. It's Bite Down. It's not an actual fight effect. And because we... Yeah, that should put the fear... That should put the fear in our opponent. Now, our opponent could just recast this back. Super sad. Opponent concedes. He's not gonna wait any longer. They did miss 2 land drops in a row, so that was killer. That did kill their chances. So something to keep in mind in blue-black. It plays like a control deck. It's very traditional that way. And likewise, you want to be careful and you want to make sure you hit your land drops. Remember, control decks generally want to have more mana than usual. 17 lands is reasonable if you have a lot of card draw spells, and our opponent played none. I probably would play the soul type version, so a lot of the joint explorations would come into play. Yeah, there's cycling effects, but be on the lookout for cards that benefit you from casting instants and sorceries. So this one's fine between the Vivisector and the Abomination. We can repossess if we have to. We might end up having trouble with our lands in this case, though. Well, we did hit a Snare Spinner as well, so... Yeah, we'll play the Vivisector, so if our opponent has a burn spell for this, I'm fine with it. Mesa Cavalier. Let's slightly disappoint our opponent. Though it will I was gonna say it's probably gonna encourage our opponent to. Well, though to be fair, there are a good number of pump effects, so we might still be racing. No, opponent goes Artillery Blast, so thank you very much. Into a Lightning Strike, so no thank you on that one. But it did use up 2 burn spells. We have to bin this one, unfortunately. Sunbathing Rootwalla is not it. I might still play it though. Yeah, I'll play it. But here this is the white X deck. It's actually white red. That's also this is also the one I really want to try out as well. Oh god, Transportal. Okay, we'll swing first. See if anything happens. We are putting ourselves in the world of hurt playing Transportal, but what are we going to do? We might. Unless you control... This will actually enter untapped. Do I even want to play it though? I guess I have to. I need to start drawing into stuff. But it's super dangerous against what, especially white red, but okay, we hit our 4th mana, so we do have access to Sentry. It's a shame that we could not use the domain part here to benefit our Sojourner, but we will swing first and just Bone Splinters here. Because this way we can Bone Splinters, target this, sack this. Hold on, we have 2 creatures in the yard. I have to decide if they have more flyers or if I just want to swing more. Yeah, we're gonna go for the swing more play because we do have a Sentry anyway. Opponent has a Keldon Strike Team. Oh no, haste. That's 5 damage. So okay, we did hit our land though. So let's see. All of a sudden, the Rager does not look very good. But we will play these 2. Gaia's Might will give us +2/+2, so really sad. We could probably just die to another Lightning Strike or similar effect. Yeah, that is the disadvantage of Transportal. We're probably also we could also die to a Molten Monstrosity as well. Opponent might not commit quite yet though. Okay, they're not committing. Okay, so we now have +3/+3. I can cast for 5 mana, give us a 4/6. That gives us yet an additional blocker. I can cast Sentry. I think Sentry holding up the Gaia's might be a better one. We do need to start swinging eventually though. I'm also hoping to hit one of our other tap lands. Even a 1-mana Sprouting Goblin. No, did they kick? Yeah, they kicked. Search for a basic. Okay, so they might also have some domain. Actually, that scares us because Maria isn't... Okay, they went for a plane, so they don't have that kind of domain. This is a problem though. Well, thankfully, it's only +2/+1. No actual legendary. Now watch our opponent's last card be a Lightning Strike. Could still be a Lightning Strike. It is a common. Oh wait, did they have a pump effect? Nope. It does gain them a lot of life, but we do survive the battle. actually not liking how I could swing with the Vivisector. We don't, because we need five. No, we need 5 blockers. I could have also just played Tortoise Rager, though. Love Song of Night and Day. Give us 2 cards? No, they might actually just go straight to Third Saga. No, they gave themselves a token. So something equip. It's a 5/2 with no ability, so we probably just block it. Bog Badger doesn't get through this board. Well, we're gonna go down to 1. Thankfully, the 1 man. Oh wait, we gotta bite down. Okay, we can bite down something. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I say we hold back because we have the bite down advantage. Let's see which 2 creatures get counters. I'm pretty sure the bird is 1. If Keldon's strike team is the other, we bite it right away. Yeah, biting it. Now there is a side effect. They could just move this on and I would be forced to... Archive and Cavalier. Yeah, this is why I like white a lot. A lot of incidental multi-tokens. Opponent could sack a land, draw a card. They probably will. But they are not giving up their board position. Okay, unfortunate. I could cast this, make a copy. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ideally, I want 8 because this has trample. It takes us down to 1, which is super sketchy, but actually... Now the reason for this is if our opponent holds back so few creatures, we can just go Bog Badger. Okay. Now they might have the big pump spell, and I can't do anything about that if that's the case. Okay, do they have it? A burn spell would also kill us. Yeah, they had it. And they probably had something else to go along those lines, but that was enough. That's usually the one key winning spell. I would even run that in even if red was the splash. I usually do that with white black. It's kind of why white black is my favorite archetype here, not domain. Though I'm not exactly hating this deck. It's just some slight misfortune. Would I say misfortune with our mana? Not really. No, we did have some. We did take a lot of incidental damage. I'm already thinking that maybe we were better off just playing the 4/4 right away than just do the regain later. We could probably have made a better trade and then bought back that creature instead of the 2 creatures we did buy back. Okay, definitely. Yeah, turn 2 walls a keep. On the lookout for a blue source. Filling up domain is fine too. We will get the turn 3 Hexbane Torque. Hexblade is a game. Okay. Is our opponent gonna Essence Scatter this? We'll find out. So what we're in the lookout for... Oh, they did Essence Scatter it. Sweet. Oddly enough, we can actually buy those cards back with Urborg Repossession. Now, our opponent could be Mass Counterspell. Let's see how many Essence Scatters we can burn off our opponent. No, opponent lets it go. It's possible they have straight removal. It probably would have made Hexbane Tortoise a better play, though. Yeah, this looks like control. Though the colors are weird. Well, to be fair, white actually has some of the best removal here. It does make the forest weird. Opponents played only blue cards so far, so the black may just incidentally... Oh, this is domain. It's like control domain, so we should expect a sweeper of some sort. The double white scares me. That is easily... No, it's not the pop. No, there is... White does not get a board... Blue gets a board wipe. Black gets a board wipe that's domain based. That just goes back to hand, gets him a card. You're not the worst. For super zero value, I can just Atrocity and try to hit a land off this one, but let's just... Oh, because it's... Okay, we made the... We goofed that one up. We should have... We really wanted to hold up Gaia's Might here. Though... Yoda the Unifier. So we have the mana for this. Yeah, opponent has to... Okay, opponent respects it. We really should be manually tapping this. Now, if our opponent managed to draft a lot of legendaries, good for them. Otherwise, this is just a vanilla. Well, it's a big vanilla. I'll give it that. Okay, so far the threat level is quite low. We can kick for red. Oh, but we won't have the additional black mana for Bone Splinters. Bit of a shame. We can... Oh, and this goes on top of your library. You don't even get to draw it. We definitely want to deal combat damage with this. We'll swing with this one first, see what we get here. I'm so tempted to swing with the Tortoise as well, but there's no real value there. Our opponent could have an Artillery Blast, which will force us to use up our Gaia's Might. Super sad. So what do we want? Definitely, we could Hydromancer, but we are so far off. I think I would rather have Vivisector. I am actually willing to give up the Root Wallet here. We could even buy one card back. Yes, I do. I think I do want to buy it back. We don't get to buy back 2 cards, but I don't feel the need to worry about that. Just the Root Wallet should be enough. So if we need a very big beater, We can enlist this, but it's super weird. We did manage to blank their artillery blast, which is good. We might not be able to blank a second one, but that's fine. We can probably go... Yeah, they had a second artillery blast. And let's see. Atrocity only gets mana value 3 or less. If our opponent swings with Cavalier, I am not going to block. I would most likely just play Vivisector, Rootwalla. Now offer the trade. I can't enlist because, and the reason I'm offering the trade is because I know I have an atrocity in the yard and in hand. And I want this, but I need the land. But no, I don't need it right. I don't need it that right away. So we're gonna try to pressure our opponent. We get to play Atrocity. We kick with the Hexbane. It most likely eats the token, which is sad. No, opponent has to buy time, but they do get to play the Cavalier. Yeah, I'm actually gonna offer multiple trades here. It's possible our opponent just takes the 3 damage. Yeah, they're just gonna take the 3. I'm willing to trade the Vivisector here because I need that Scry even more. Bite down. If our opponent plays Yoda, bite down's not so great. I think I will keep it on top. It's because let's see. We know they play this one. We know we swing with this one. It gets +4/+4, so it's even. If they don't block, no wait. So what I can do is I can I'm 1 mana short. That's the issue I had. But I can offer. Okay, opponent goes territory. Oh, that's even bigger. Now that feels super bad. We now have to hit and extinguish the light if we were going to survive. And we might even have to extinguish this, not this. So we kind of played ourselves. We goofed up. We made a very big mistake. Yikes. Oops. We will take the 10. Now, if our opponent plays Yoda, we are forced to hold cards back. Opponent plays the Geyser. It doesn't exactly change the board position. Well, it kind of does. It forces me to hold this back. But let's see. Bone Rattle on Niall looks good. If I can hit that land. Otherwise, Extinguish the Light is our only hope because we already used our Bone Splinters. I actually forgot Territorial Mar was a thing. No, we got a Maggonaut Sentry. I feel bad giving this up, but then again, we are kind of dead on board. We're close to being dead on board here. if our opponent happens to have a trample, well, and it's very easy. The colossal, the spell with the red kicker does give trample. Thankfully, our opponent did not have it. So, Joda Unifier. Well, we did hit to extinguish the light, but now we have to throw this. Opponent has a lot more cards in hand though. So this one just bought us time. Queen, all in all, do they have a 2 mana? They do. Wrath. Wow, they did draft it. They did draft this appropriately. And yeah, we can concede there. That not looking so great for us. But then again, this is the start of the month, so no pressure. Probably just gonna. So not looking so great. 3 wins, 2 losses. We are losing to other domain decks, which is actually quite fair. If you don't go the white X plan, you really have to go domain, and let's be fair, their domain was much better than our domain. So not the greatest. I would still appreciate at least one more win just to get closer to how much I bought in gems. Then this could be our last. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Tortoise into extinguish the light, cut with a cut down. We are drawing into our basics, which is not fine. Okay. Opponent has an impulse. Now the double island does not indicate domain, though impulse kinda does. Proper coverage. Let's kill this now. So we hit the geothermal fog, which we don't quite need. Technically, we didn't have to. Barricade. Okay, we probably have to nuke that. That's just gonna eat our tortoise. It's not a good plan. Micromancer. They might have their own cut down. Oh no, it's just Rona's Vortex. Now, repossession. Let's offer the trade. I would like to get back one more card, but we have to keep the pressure going. Especially because we really don't have anything else. We actually drew like 8 of our lands already, so not. And though thankfully opponent can't. Oh, it's just War 2, so bottom of library. Okay, now we are officially in trouble. That's our 9th land. We have 9 out of 7, so they hit your terror. Unbelievable. I could wait for another creature, but if this keeps our opponent from attacking, it doesn't keep our opponent from attacking, to be fair. If it was a race, they kill us in 5 hits, we kill them in 6 hits, they will win. That is... no, that's not... okay, but now they did have an Essence Scatter. Well, they did... we did draw too many lands. I would have preferred to extinguish the light here, I suppose, but Goldfish Hydromancer, but we don't have another creature to copy. I think I can wait. But we do have to play our lands out. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can only play a 2-drop if we want to get a copy right away. We might still die in the... Well, we're kind of dying anyway, so there's no way around it. Well, it's been a long time since we last had a super efficient counter spell against creatures. Ooh, we wanted that. Though we will take Vivisector. Unless our opponent has a counter spell for this. Oh, we could also copy this as well. Now we have... I'm only going to commit the 2. Our opponent could have 1 pump spell though. In which case... Yeah, tribute to Urborg. No, not a pump spell. We do get our double scry, so let's see if we can kick some lands up. Yeah, like that. We definitely don't want that. And we definitely don't need that right now. So we will get another 2 scries, so that's kind of why I went for it. It was a very good call in this case. Toxic Abomination. Do I try to hit something better? Like, my something better would be our legendary. We'll take a gamble. Okay, this might not be a gamble that paid off. We did bin 3 lands. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 lands, so we lose the Bone Splinters. We do hit a wall. Ah, the Bortok is there. I probably should just swing with this. But now let's do a sanity check on our... Well, we don't know what the 5 in the bottom are, but we do know what's a stack in the middle. Our opponent could act... Well, I'm glad they went with that, but our opponent could actually start paying now. Yeah, this is a lost game, which is sad. Then again, we can't win everything. Ah, we needed those. Well, Bite Down is nice, but it doesn't really hit anything. Let's see if we could hit some... What we can do is, if our opponent swings only with the Terror, we just chump block. It's a given. Our opponent could start milling us to death, which is an issue. So if it's a land, I actually want to keep it on top. Our opponent could have gone next level play and not milled us, which would have been really bad, but... Yeah, which is weird. Usually you mill end of turn. Well, it's not gonna... Let's see. What is our... They mill tree, so we lose the Tortoise. We know we're getting a land again. Yeah, we can concede this one because we know our next draw is going to be a land. Yeah, it's quite... That was very unfortunate of us. Like, let's see what happened. The problem is we never really drew... It took us a while to draw action, and they got answered in quick succession. So that's how we lost this one. So really sad there. It does solidify that I probably will avoid domain at all costs. Like it feels so random. It doesn't feel like it belongs. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Many thanks to Jericho Ilagan for tuning in. Yeah, this was not the best draft. I already knew that we were kind of middle of the road. I'm actually quite happy that we managed to get at least 3 wins quite early. I kind of wish we got more though. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.